Ladies and gentlemen, I would very much like to welcome you to the my first Proteus performance. I have prepared a little presentation. First of all, just clear some myths. What Proteus will not be, okay, let's clear. It will not be an agenda for feminazis, industrialists, and animal cosmetic testers. You. It won't be a vehicle for my ironic love of horses, and that's basically it. What I will bring to... Hang on. What I will bring to Proteus, some theatres, like this, and crisps if I can afford them, / have the time. I didn't have time today, sorry. Now, a look back at previous Proteus matters. First of all, before my time, Nick Palmer, of course, actor, writer, director, who recently did the production of The Way Things Are, starring Olivia, Alistair, and Nikki. Then James Staining's a man I don't know. And finally, the most recent Proteus manager, my predecessor. We all know his name. Charles Barkley. Possibly the greatest of them all. That's just a blank slide. A visual depiction of my tenure at Proteus. And now, I'd like to welcome the first piece of the evening, work here, written and directed by Kayla Hendry.
So where are you headed?
I don't know. The idea of being here is still a little vague to me.
Yeah, it's like we were not here? Not so recently. Yeah. Do you remember what happened?
I think I was taking care of zebras. One must have kicked me. What about you?
Suicide.
Oh!
Pretty untimely. It's like you just finished telling me this awful story, like this awesome story about how you'd been kicked by a zebra and you died, but then I guess I just gave up. Why were you with zebras? Zebras.
I was a zookeeper on Earth. Or there. It must be there if this is here.
You raise a good point.
Well, what should we do?
I'm not really sure. They kind of just left us here out here in the wilderness.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we could look up places to live on this conveniently placed laptop.
Yeah. Here's your housing apartment for the young and newly deceased who just want to mingle. It's like a Squeeze Club of dead people.
Dead people need to have fun too!
We'll go with that. What else is there?
Oh, these flats look nice. The Placides, open to anyone. A calm complex just outside of the limits of here's largest city, Eon. Families and pets welcome. I think I'll take a look at that, I guess.
How do people make money to pay for things up here? Do you think that?
Were you two just in the group that arrived on the Here Express?
Yes.
Names.
Maxwell Ackers.
Emmy Lou Rogan.
Okay, so Suicide and Zebra?
That would be us.
I'm Allie Wishes Downs from the Here Welcome Center. It's my job to help you become acclimated to life in here. The first thing that I am obligated to say is welcome to here. So, welcome to here.
How did you get your job? Do you apply for it or were you
I had
selected?
to apply. Anyway, do either of you have any family that might be here that you would like to contact?
No.
How about you?
Nope.
Okay. This means that you two will have to find housing for yourselves. Here are some brochures about the process with the names of different housing units. Most people here under the age of 30 live in housing units.
How do we pay for them, though?
The two of you will have the option of finding jobs. Everyone here has a job, except for the people that can't work. Here's a list of options.
So here is basically just like there.
That's the idea. You don't necessarily have to return to the jobs that you held there, but it is suggested. Although, you didn't have a job there, Maxwell, so that shouldn't be an issue.
No, we didn't.
Look, is there anything else that we need to know?
Yes, here you will remain forever at the age of your death. Children always remain children, and you will always be 20-something with ridiculously far-flung hopes and dreams.
Why is that?
I'm not in charge, so I'm not privy to that information.
Who is in charge?
I don't actually know. No one in here is actually privy to that information. We learn to deal with it. No one has this many existential questions when they die. They usually just want to know about their dogs or their fish.
You're just really jaded about your situation in life. Death.
It happens. Look, do you have anything else to ask, or can I send you on your way to the group housing unit that you'll stay in until you find flats?
We'll leave, I guess.
I don't ever want to become that.
We won't ever become that.
James, in case you can't. And that.
Welcome, boys and girls, to a very special story time. With me, Rory, in what I like to call Rorytime. Throughout tonight's performances, I will be giving a short reading of a story for your pleasure. Now, tonight's story will be the Book of Job from the Bible. To get ourselves warmed up, I want you all to close your eyes and let the imagination flow through you, filling you, warming. You close your eyes, I see you! Let the imagination caress and hold you! Okay. Oh, look, our imaginations have procured characters. How wondrous. That's the sign for Rorytime to begin. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job. And that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all men of the East. End of London. Now, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and the Lord blessed them individually. And oh my. Now, Satan also came amongst them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord, and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and up and down within it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught? But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone. And his flesh. And surely he will curse you to thine face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. We will return shortly for a continuation of the story of Job.
I'd like to welcome Nick Palmer and Ed Spence for a rendition of Fry Hugh Laurie's Australian Soap. Chairs are up.
Didn't see you there. I just looked in to see if we can have a borrow your garden in Springfleet.
Oh, absolutely. There's some out there in the Cooley.
Thanks, mate. By the way, how are Javelina and Trevelyan these days?
Gins, mate. Don't dig up old wounds.
Was it doing that, Craig? Was it reopening old wounds and old sores?
Certainly were, mate.
Listen, Shane. A word to the wise. If you want to re-establish your relationship with those two, you've got to stop running away from yourself.
Don't you think I know that? Don't you think I've tried not running away from myself? Seems every time I look out the window, there I go, tearing down the street.
Away from yourself?
Away from myself, precisely.
How does Donna feel about this?
Mate, I'm going to ask you man to man, leave Donna out of this.
I'm sorry, mate. Keep your sweat on.
I'm sorry, mate, it's just, ever since Morwenna's graphic design studio went down the spout, I seem to have fallen right into myself.
Hey, heck, Finley, you can't blame yourself for that. Sean over-capitalised. You warned him time and time enough.
Yes, but performance is the bottom line, Clark, and I hold myself responsible in no small measure.
For Christ's sake. I personally underwrote the equity on Yvonne's marital boutique. It's my ass on the bottom line too, you know.
You leave Yvonne out of this.
I'm sorry, mate. Oh, it's It's pretty stuffy in here. How about some fresh air?
Yeah, sure, there's some air freshener out there in the darling.
Ah, thanks, mate. Oh, by the way, I know what it is I wanted to talk to you about. We're having a barbecue tomorrow night. Do you want to come along?
You leave Barbie out of this!
Barbecue. It's to celebrate the opening of Morquinda's new executive fitness centre and garage.
Sounds great.
Oh, Jinx, what? I've just seen Holly coming up the path there.
Oh, Jinx.
Oh, that reminds me. Something I've been discussing with Castella and Lillette. Rather that Holly and Lenore didn't find out about it.
Well, spit it out, mate. She's almost here.
I don't know how to say this, mate. It's hard for me to say. The truth is I've been having, well, affair. It's the only word. I've been having an affair with you for some time now.
What?
It's true.
You bastard!
Sorry, mate. You had to find out sooner or later. I'd just rather it came from me, that's all.
You mean you've been having an affair with me all this time? Behind my back?
I'm sorry. I mean, the truth is that I was vulnerable and you were there.
You leave me out of this.
Sorry, mate.
Why am I always the last one to know about these things?
It won't happen again, Pete, I promise.
I just wish if you were sleeping with me, you'd have the common decency to do it to my face.
Well, I'll bear that in mind for next time. The truth is, I was confused and slightly bewildered. I just found out that Dernick isn't my real father.
He isn't? Well, who is then?
I am.
That must make you.
Exactly. Devlin's half-cousin's wife's sister's doctor's cousin's niece.
Then what the hell does that make me?
I don't know, mate, but it's your round.
And now, yes.
Children, we return again very quickly to the story of Joe. Let's see what he got up to next. Then there came a messenger unto Job and said, "The fire of God is fallen from heaven and hath burned up the sheep and the cows and the canals." Also, the antelope and servants. It was then that Job arose and rent his mantle. And he shaved his very head. And he fell down upon the ground. And he worshipped. And said, "Naked came I out of my mother's womb. And naked shall I return thither." Then Satan went. And forsooth, Satan did verily smote poor Job sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. Then Job's wife said unto him, "Dost thou still retain thine integrity?" unto her. Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. Troubling times await Joe. Let's find out what happens next time.
And now, Unrequited Love. Lizzy Lewin-Diani.
If I was a smoker, I would light up right now.
Oh, I know. Sometimes I wish I was a smoker just so I could have a post-coital smoke. I imagine that it would feel so satisfying. Are you going?
Yeah, we'll start tomorrow.
Oh. Well, you can leave from here if you want. I don't mind if you wake me.
But then I would need to go home and get changed and shower in the morning. No, sorry, another time, okay?
Okay. You know, if you wanted to, you could start leaving a toothbrush or something here. That way you wouldn't have to go home all the time.
Why do we have to do this every time? I told you, I just like to go home so I can get ready in my own house before a very stressful day at work. I just like to relax when I get here, not to be hassled even more.
I'm sorry. It would just be nice if you could stay over sometimes. Maybe this weekend.
Can't. A road trip this weekend.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry you're so stressed at work. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not seeing you is just enough. I'll come over tomorrow, okay?
Okay, well actually, I really wanted to go see a play tomorrow. A few of my friends are in it, and it would be great for you to meet them, and it would be nice to go out.
What is it up with you tonight? I told you. I just like to relax when I get here. Going to a play, of all things, and spending the night trying to be polite to your friends, not what I call relaxing.
I'm sorry, just come over here then. Just the two of us, okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pressure you.
It's okay. Yeah. Sorry. That's not ever. Yeah, see ya.
Do you have to go?
Sorry. Okay.
Love you.
Thanks for coming over. I hate it when he's here, hearing them together.
You should tell her how you feel.
Yeah, that would be a great conversation. Hiya, I know we've been friends for ages, but I'm in love with you.
I'm sure she'd understand.
Yeah, sure.
Well, when I came out to my friends, they accepted me.
Yeah, but I'm guessing you weren't in love with the people you were coming out to.
Okay, no, I wasn't, but it shouldn't make a difference. She's your friend, your best friend. And if she doesn't accept you for who you are, then she isn't really a friend, is she?
I can't have her thinking badly of me. When I talked about it to my friends from home, the first thing she said to me was, "You don't fancy me, do you?" And things just weren't the same again. Little things like getting changed in the same room and putting on each other's sunblock. It was just awkward. And I'd already told her I didn't feel that way about her. It's going to be even worse with Suze because I love her. She'll think I've been perving on her all this time.
But you weren't.
I know that, but does she? You've always said she was a bit weird around you. She doesn't have any other gay friends. What if she's even a bit homophobic? I can't just tell her, especially now, it's too late. She'll think I've been lying to her.
You didn't even know you liked her before you moved in here.
I know, but I continued the friendship even after I knew. It feels like I'm abusing her trust somehow, and if it feels like that to me, it will definitely feel like that to her.
I just think you're making something out of nothing. In fact, you're just making excuses. I mean, it's always hard to admit to someone you like them.
I think this is a bit different from telling someone you have a crush on them.
Okay, yes, maybe different in scale, but not in principle. Alright, what if you just told her that you were gay without admitting your love? You could just, at least you could get rid of this ridiculous sense of false guilt.
I can't tell her that I'm gay without her knowing that I like her. It will be her first question, like it was before with my other friends.
Well, you can't get in like this. There can be no happy ending unless you tell her how you feel. You're just going to get more and more miserable.
I know, but I can't have her thinking badly of me. I couldn't bear to see that look in her eyes, see her recoil from me.
I'm not going to recoil from you. She's your best friend. Look, even if she doesn't feel about you in the same way, I still want to be your friend.
We couldn't be friends anymore. Neither of us could be.
Well, we're not really friends at the moment, are you? I mean, friends don't make each other miserable. You might be a friend to her, but she's not a friend to you. I mean, granted, it's not her fault, but you just have to stop torturing yourself.
No one else has got a chance, though. Not when I can be with her, even just as friends.
Yeah, well, look, we've been through this many times before. You just piling after someone for a year just isn't healthy. You have to make a move on, or move out.
You make it sound so easy. Just because you're in love with James and he's in love with you, not everyone is so lucky.
I think you make your own luck. You want to stay over?
I'll be fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Go and be with your lovely man.
Alright. Night.
Night.
He's taking phone calls in the hall again.
Not a good sign.
No. And he had to leave. Said he had an early start tomorrow.
Even a worse sign.
The bastard's useless, wanking, fucking bastard. Thank you.
But we know this. We've known this for some time.
And he told me it would change. He said it would be different. He said that he loved me.
I know he sees.
Rage, what am I gonna do?
Leave him?
But I love him.
All he does is hurt you. How can you love him?
I don't know. I just do. You know?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I can't confront him. He'll just deny it. He'll say the nicest things. He always knows what to say.
Doesn't mean he means them. He should be an actor, so Ian McKellen eat your heart out.
Yeah. Ugh. I can't break up with him. He'll convince me not to. And I love him.
Love's a bit.
Too right.
Can't you try and meet someone else? Get over him?
But no one else has got a chance, though. Not while I'm still in love with him. I don't know. If I try to break up with him, which I need to just move on, but he'll convince me not to.
Dickhead.
You remember what happened last time I tried to break up with him?
And the time before that.
Yeah, he was just always hanging around, declaring undying love.
Bastard. God. Look, you need to leave him to get over him. It's not healthy.
Yeah. Well, I just get to bed. Thanks. You're such a good mate.
Yeah.
You know you can talk to me, right? And I know you talk to Gareth, but I can too. You can tell me anything.
Thanks.
I mean it.
Night. Suze, I'm moving out.
Why?
Because I have to. I'm gay.
So?
You don't mind? You're not even shocked. You knew.
Rach, I mean, you've never had a boyfriend. You don't even look at boys. You've always been a little weird around me and other girls, like you're making a conscious effort not to look. I always thought you were just odd, but then I overheard you talking to Gareth, and I wasn't eavesdropping, I just heard. Did you think I'd mind? Why would I mind?
I'm not moving out because I'm gay. I'm moving out because I have to. Staying here with you, it's not good for me.
Wait, what? What did I do? I didn't mean it, I'm sorry. And what can I do to make you stay?
You haven't done anything, Suze. You can't do anything. I'm sorry.
Wait, no, wait. Look, I mean, how can I make you stay? I don't give a toss that you're gay. I told you, you're my best friend.
No, but you can't love me. Not in the way that I love you. So I have to go to save myself.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
A big thank you there to Damien, Casey, and now, a sketch by Mr. James Bloomfield and Mr. McCann, entitled simply Job Council.
Oh, hi. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, we talked on the phone. I'm having some trouble at work. You said you could help.
Oh, right. Yes. Sit down. Yes. What seems to be the problem?
Well, I hate my job. Well, no, I don't hate my job. I hate the people I work with.
Oh, well, that's a very, very common issue. I mean, tell me about them. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. There are 3 of them, you see, and they're all terrible. It's a pretty small company. It's 2 girls, 1 guy. The first girl, she's a complete bitch. I mean, she's pretty, gorgeous even, but she goes around all day like she's some kind of supermodel. I mean, she's brushing her hair and putting on her makeup. She never does any work. I mean, she rarely even speaks. And when she does, you wish she hadn't. And she's about as intelligent as a concussed walrus. Then there's the other girl. She's the complete opposite. She's so smart. I mean, don't even know why she's in a job with us. She could be working for the government. She could be a brain surgeon, a rocket scientist. But boy, is she ugly. She's got one of those faces, you know, could break mirrors. I don't even think she's ever had a shower in her life. Ooh. But then there's the guy. He is the worst of them all. He goes around all day, stoned out of his mind. I don't even think he's ever been sober in the last 10 years. And the guy's 22. He's got a dog. The dog, I think he's stoned as well. They just sit around all day eating sandwiches, and he talks to the dog like it's some kind of person, you know? It's driving me crazy.
That is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it you actually do for a living?
Oh, well, like I said, the job's fine. We drive around in a van all day solving mysteries.
Starring James Ward, Lily Portman, and Ollie Jones called Going Out. Gentlemen, take it away.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck
We're supposed to be going out.
Hey Mark, you should watch this. It's terrible. We've been watching it for hours.
Fuck that to Hades. We're supposed to be going out. You promised me that we go out tonight.
Mark! Chill out. Sit down. Oh, have a what's it?
I can't chill out. I'm desperate. I haven't been out in weeks. I feel like I'm dying. Slowly. My penis is angry with me. Keep saying, oh, hey Mark. What the fuck, man? You used to be cool. I done it at home alone again with a DVD and a wank. Swear to God, I'm gonna drop off.
Jesus.
We can't go out. I just got Stargate Atlantis in the post. After that, I'm going to watch Thor and try not to laugh.
Yeah. It's awesome. We can see the exact moment where the actors stop caring and wish for only the sweet release of the brave.
Fuck Stargate. Fuck Thor. There's more to life than superheroes and box sets, you know?
You shut your damn whore mouth, sir!
Come on, Neil. I thought you'd be with me at least. You'd like a little drinky, wouldn't you? Well, another little drinky.
I have drank my drinky already, and now I am bereft of cash. Woe is me. Woe is me.
Besides, we can't go out, we're broke. I've got like, 87 pence.
Between us, we could probably afford crisps.
Crisps.
What happened to your wages? You got paid yesterday.
Box sets.
Box sets.
Toblerones.
Shit, God, you suck. Can't you raise the funds any other way?
Like how?
I don't know. Sell stuff?
Not the box sets.
Blood and semen! We can't stay in. Not another Friday night. We're at university. It's meant to be the time of our fucking lives. If I get run over tomorrow, my obituary would read, he spent his salad days watching awful television in the company of the unsexed.
Damn straight.
I don't understand your antipathy to actually pretending to have a life once in a while. Joe, when was the last time you got laid?
Well, actually, if you must know, I've got my arse on a pretty sweet young girlie right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know about this, mate.
Yeah, I've always been too busy with my stuff. But I thought, you know, it's about time to slow down, settle down perhaps.
Where'd you meet her?
Oh, she works in the shop. I had some trouble with my armour, and I went in to ask her about it. She said she knew a wizard who could fix it.
For the last fucking time, Joe, a marriage in Skyrim isn't legally binding! Get a fucking grip!
Look, Mark, we'd love to go out, truly. We don't have any cash. Insurmountable problem, if you ask me. And I don't use to meet this likely.
That is true. She does not.
What about you, Mark? Didn't I hear you say you got some cash?
Oh, no.
Yeah, loaded, I believe, was the precise term you used.
And you're the one so keen to go out.
Fuck.
Come on. You gotta pass go and then share your £200. Buckaroo.
Right, I will buy you guys one round, if that's what it takes. Excelsior!
Nice one, mate. I'll go get my coat.
I'm going for slash.
I can't believe you guys got to fucking pay. Again! Every fucking week. Such a cock. Each week, I hope the weekend's gonna be different. Each Friday, you promise me it's going to be like Paris in the 20s. And each fucking Friday, it's the same old shit. Well, no more. We're going to take my hard-earned bursary, spend it on flat lager, and fail to have sex with countless numbers of women. We're going to sing and dance and sweat and vomit. How about the Lord of Fuck? We're going to do it now!
Oh, Captain, my Captain!
Oh, Captain, my Captain!
Oh, Captain, my Captain!
Fuck you guys.
Hello once again, I hope you're ready to return to biblical times. Let's see what that scamp Job gets up to next. Now, when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that had come upon him, they came everyone from his own place. Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, also Zophar the Narmanite. For they had made an appointment together to mourn with him and to comfort him. And when they lifted up their eyes afar off and knew him not, they lifted up their voice and wept. And they rent every one his individual mantle. And sprinkled dust upon their heads. So they sat down with him upon the ground. For 7 days and for 7 nights. And none spake a word unto him, for they saw that his grief was very, very great. After this, opened Job his mouth, and cursed the day. And Job spake, and said, Why died I not in the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Then Eliphaz the Temanite answered and said, Hast thy sinned, Job, to deserve such condemnation? Mayhap thy sin was gluttony. Then said Bildad the Shuhite, Perchance, poor Job, thy sin was lust. Then asked Zophar the Demonite, Was thy sin wrath? Was it? Thou wouldst tell me, Job, speaketh thou dabbler in abominations. to these kind friends. Job answered thusly. I have not seen. Close thy orifices of speech, and take heed, thou exceedingly foul virgins. So these three men ceased to answer Job, because he was righteous in his own eyes. We will return to the conclusion of the story of Job shortly.
Now, we have our final piece of the evening, The Head of a Traitor, written and directed by Nick Edgeworth, starring Jordan Sutton and Matthew Mullett.
Was a bloody one, Leonard.
Aye.
They're not always so bad. Not always this messy.
Right.
Don't always bleed so much, if you know what I mean. But I've seen bloodier in my time. But if you're struggling, not to worry.
I'm not struggling.
Right, you are. It's bad straw laying, that's what this is. Grantham, he's the fellow that works the morning shift. It's his job to put the straw down, you know, soak it up and whatnot. I did it over the years and I was bloody excellent at it. To be fair to him, they don't give him much straw. They're very stingy. You've got to make do with the tools to hand, you know. The common mistake, see what he's done here, right, is to lay it thick right in front of the bucket. What he fails to anticipate, what a lot of people fail to anticipate, is that the trajectory you actually get from the neck is rather impressive. You saw the fella today. He was what we call a spurter. Lay all the straw you want down here. That'll do you no good when... Are you alright?
I'm fine. Just give me a minute.
Oh, you'll be fine, believe me. I was the same when I started out, if you can believe it. Couldn't stand blood. Lucky for you, the Eddins are on their way out. All about the gallows these days. Which is fair enough, fair enough. Can see the appeal. But to me, there has always been a certain nobility in the old axe to neck setup that cannot be surpassed. It's got an atmosphere, that's what it is. The crowd surging forwards and leaping back when the blade falls. Hot! Perfect theatre.
I've never been so keen on the execution.
Of course, they're downsizing, that's part of it. They're looking at their balance sheets, they're looking at the cleaners' wages, our wages, and thinking, oh, that's got to go. Not that I'm objecting, mind, you know. It's clean. It's a future. Get out of cleaning, or you still cancel.
Mr. Chambers.
You call me Nathaniel boy, no formalities down here.
Does it hurt?
Hey?
It's a question no one's been able to give me the answer to. Does it hurt?
Which axe at rope?
Both. I suppose, the act.
No.
Really?
No, entirely pleasurable sensation. Wonderful tingly feeling down your spine. We run a suggestions box. In case any of our customers have any negative comments about the service they've received. And in this case, we have a 100% satisfaction rate.
I'm serious. Does it hurt or does it just, go black?
Of course it hurts. Meant to hurt.
But why?
Make sure they don't do it again. What you want is sawdust. Not a lot, mind. Just a little around the anticipated trajectory. And then a cross-hatch of straw over the top. Works wonders. Told Grantham, I've told him 1,000 times. But he'll just stand there and nod at you and say, Yosh. Yosh. And what does he do the next time? Exactly the same thing he does as usual, that's what he does.
How about hanging?
Hanging? Whoa, like putting a sawdust underneath a drop should do the trick. Not a problem.
No, but does it hurt?
Well, my back's been playing up a little bit, but it's not exactly hard. Like.
Not you! I was on the scaffold!
Oh, I see. Right, well, that depends on the hangman. If he calculates the drop right and can tie a good knot, then... I know some will pride themselves on it, the snap. Others aren't so good, and practice what you might call accidental tardiness. They get a kick out of seeing them choke. Not that I blame them, mind, you've got to find your fun somewhere. You make a good point. I suppose hanging does have a bit of theatre about it. Will he snap? Will he struggle? There's an element of chance. Something to put a few bob on if you're a gambling man.
Not feeling very well.
I'm not prejudiced, mate. Hanging's fine. Like I say, you've got to move with the times. I mean, as wonderful as a good beheading can be, you can't live in the past.
I think we're going to be sick.
On the straw, on the straw.
Why didn't you warn me?
Oh,
The bucket!
the bucket, what's wrong with it?
You don't know?
Is there an hole? What?
No.
Well, what?
Look, I don't know quite how to say this, but it's already occupied.
What are you on about? Oh! Already occupied, he says. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to write that down.
Can they dispose of it after?
The cleaners do, lad. Fact is, Len, that we, you and I, are those cleaners. Just tipping rubbish round back. Already occupied, he says. Oh, Struth! Vomit all over the place, severed heads rolling around. Funny sort of cleaner you are, mate. Counterproductive, I might say. I'm only joking with you. It's perfectly normal your first few times. I'm only messing around. I'll get it, shall I? Behold, the head of a traitor. I'm not a bloody traitor. Oh, yes, you are. no. I'm useless at stand-up. My acting, on the other hand. Now that, stop up! Alright, I know you're queasy, but you didn't have to cut me off. You didn't have to cut me off either!
Enough! That man was a real human being with hopes and dreams and ambitions. You just stand there and play Punch and Judy. I know I knew you've been here longer, but I'm not going to stand for it. I'm sorry, Mr. Chambers. I'm going to have to give you my notice. I'm just not going to stand for it.
This man were a killer. 2 teenage girls. He deserved what he got.
I know, but it's just... I still find it hard. I don't like blood, Mr. Chambers. Or executions. Or severed heads. Just can't help but be disgusted by the whole damn thing.
Listen, it's like I've told you. It's perfectly natural the first few times on the job. It's been a bloody one. There's no denying it. You're in at the deep end, lads. But you'll come out the other side.
I'm not so sure. Just to be desensitized.
Oh, nonsense. Get a few nice easy hangings behind you, you'll be right as rain.
No, I'm not so sure.
Look, right, I recommend that you go and watch the thing beforehand, right? More personal approach to the job, if you like. Be good for your nerves, I'm sure of it. We had. Now this will make you laugh, right? We had this bloke. Yeah. Must have been 6-7 years ago now. We had this bloke up on the scaffold. Now, know what you were up for? High treason. Normally we get your standard fare of your burglars, your murderers, your highwaymen, your rapists, your horse thieves. 1 or 2 who've gone a little bit further than stealing the horse, if you know what I mean. Dirty buckets. Anyway, we hadn't had a beheading in months, so needless to say, there was a very good public turnout. And, right, so, big Scots fella, aye, big ginger beard, twice the size of the 2 lads that led him up to the platform. Jacobite, too. One of those loons who still drinks to the king across the water. That must have had something to do with it, now I think about it. Anyway, he gets up to the block, they do all the preparations, all professional like, as usual. But this Scotsman does not like the idea of having a bag over his head, not keen on it at all, so they leave it off. Now, the axeman, he's giving it a few practice swings, you know, important to warm up, or else you pull a muscle. Very unpleasant. Not very nice at all. And this Scots fella, right, he wants to go out in style, so he starts belting out this old revolutionary song. We'll o'er the water, we'll o'er the sea, we'll o'er the water to Charlie. Now, the axeman does not like this at all. Quite understandable. Enough to put anyone off their work with that racket. So he puts a stop to it. They hold him up by his straggly red hair. A crowd cheered extra loud. They weren't expecting variety. And then what happened next is God's honest truth. The Scotsman only goes and finishes his verse.
Rubbish!
By God, he did. His mouth fell open like this, and out comes, "Come we'll gather and go and live and die with Charlie." best rendition I've ever heard, but pretty good under the circumstances.
We have to listen to this bullshit every day.
It's part of the job, but what do you mean, bullshit? What I told you was God's honest truth.
Come on. This place is still a bloody mess. Quite literally. I'm not feeling so bad now. Just get rid of that thing, will you?
Huh? Oh, this. As you wish. It's a grim business, isn't it, Justice?
Thanks, guys. Yes. And then.
Boys and girls. It is with a heavy heart that I say that this is the last Rorytime of the evening. I know. But at least we'll find out whatever happened to poor old Job. So, let's join our imaginations together and find out. Many more days passed for Job, a man once considered the greatest of the East, nay, of all men. Such was the extent to which he was upright. He questioned the Lord with great humility why it was that the Lord had inconvenienced him so with the loss of his livestock, of his servants, and with the deaths of his entire family. The Lord descended from the heavens and he answered Job from out of a whirlwind. And the Lord said, Lo! For it is I, God. I come to you now in the guise of a eunuch. To tell thee that my strength knows no bounds. I, who can move the mountains and drain the very seas and walk upon the surface of the water. And the Lord said, Dare you question me, Job? For I move in mysterious mysterious way. My motives and my reasoning are not clear to anyone. Thus it was that the Lord granted Joe a better wife. One who did not lie with the men of the town. Constant. His fertile fields grew green with corn, and the antelope roamed free once more. He was blessed with new children, numbering 700,000. Each of whom was more powerful than the one before. These he named thusly: Adam, and Tim, and Jeremiah, and Alan again, and so forth. After this, Job lived for 140 years, and so Job died, being old and full of debts. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the story of Job. Thank you for listening, and thank you also to our imagination.
That is the end of the Proteus Showcase. I will remind everyone that there is in fact a social organised afterwards by Lizzy, which I'll stay around for that if you want. I'll be doing sign-ups as well if anyone wants to get involved in writing, directing, or acting in a piece that you've written or someone else has written. Just get in contact with me and I'll do that. So, yeah, thank you for coming along. First privilege.